Hey everyone, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Yasmin, and today I'm going to be doing a tarot reading on the Annabelle case, the Dan Rivera case, where believe he's a paranormal investigator, and he was on tour with Annabelle, the doll, that's rumored to be cursed. He mysteriously died of unknown circumstances. We don't know exactly what killed him, right? Or unalived him, I'm sorry. And so we're going to find out. First of all, I want to ask about the doll, and then we'll get into, how he passed away. Interesting to know that he passed away on the 13th of this month. And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe I read he passed away on the 13th. And then it's interesting, I've been covering the Valeria Marquez case as well. And she died on the 13th, or passed away. I feel like that number is very occult. And I don't know. I feel like it's something behind that. Can almost feel like I don't know. That number is actually the number 13 in the tarot is death. I'm sorry. Unalive, whatever. I don't know what these YouTube rules are. But anyway, I just hear people talking in code. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so first of all, I want to find out about, is this doll Annabelle, what is it? Is it cursed? I'm going to use multiple decks for this. I don't know if you can see. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out if this doll, first of all, I want to ask for Archangel Michael's protection during this session, and my spirit team to protect me against any malevolent forces that want to come and interfere in this session. Okay, so they're not allowed. Okay, so who is this Annabelle doll? What is it? What is this Annabelle doll? Like, what is it? Is it cursed? Let's find out. Annabelle the doll. What's going on with this doll? Is it cursed? Does it really have bad spirit or what? Find out. The Annabelle doll spirit. Show me, what is this doll? Oh, did you see that? This just flew the hell out. Oh. Alright, can't take all of them. Let's do it again. What is the Annabelle doll? Please show me. Wait, what is this? What's going on here? They're all mixed. It's cards. Okay, Spirit, show me what the Annabelle doll. What is the Annabelle doll, please? What is the Annabelle doll? Is it a voodoo doll? What is it? Okay. Annabelle doll. What is this doll? Please show me. What is the Annabelle doll, please? Annabelle doll. Okay, so what is this Annabelle doll? Child. Yeah, there is a spirit on this doll. Okay, right off the bat, I'm getting there's a binding. There was some sort of ritual performed here. There was a ritual performed on this doll. Some sort of a binding spell here. Binding the spirit to the doll. And its intention is to cause death. There's the number 13 here. This is the card of the child. There could be a child spirit. It was meant to be for a child, I believe. But this is an evil spirit that's attached to it. So, okay, let's ask her. Yeah, there was some sort of ritual done here. Attaching. This was originally to cause harm to someone. I feel like this doll is like a voodoo doll. Okay, what is the Annabelle doll? Please show me. Annabelle doll. To cause 3 of Swords, to cause harm, to cause separation. Things get burned down in locations, or I feel there's a fire ritual done on the doll. So show me what the Annabelle doll is. What spirit is? I feel like it's a very negative spirit. It's malignant. Annabelle doll. Somebody binded the spirit to the doll through a ritual. Annabelle doll. What is the Annabelle doll? Annabelle doll. Okay. The Annabelle doll. Yeah, this doll causes a lot of havoc everywhere it goes. See? It's supposed to be tied. Okay, so there's some sort of ritual that was done by the Warren, or a priest or someone. Someone came in and did a ritual here and binded this doll to the location with the intention that it should not be moved. If it's moved, the energy gets scattered. It gets the curse gets to go everywhere and cause havoc. There is an entity on this doll, and I feel like this entity is kind of okay. What I feel, it is a bad spirit. There is a spirit. Look it. And this is like somebody conjuring up something and attaching this to the doll. Okay, this is a binding. This is like a binding ritual. This is a very malignant. This doll is cursed, and it's meant to cause death and harm to whoever touches it. But some people don't listen. See, this is a death card here. And actually, I feel like this was a death of a child here that was murdered or something, and they attached it to the doll or something like that. So I feel like it was a murder of a child, actually. But I don't feel the child necessarily is the one haunting the doll. I feel like it's like a demon or a male figure here. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of male energy with this doll here. And it causes people to either want to commit suicide, get in car accidents, go crazy. It unleashes its like curse when it's not in its place. Yeah. So they made a mistake by taking it out, because what it is that this doll it's definitely a voodoo doll, like a form of voodoo doll. There was rituals done on this doll and attached a spirit to it. Now, there is like a curse on the doll that whoever takes it out of its location, messes with it, doesn't believe in it, laughs at it, like, like in its presence or whatever, It will absorb all the energy of the doll, and everything that is meant to, the curse of the doll gets basically to affect other people around, if I'm making sense, around it. Like I'm trying to explain it how I'm seeing it in my head here. So this doll is very dangerous. It causes death, destruction, chaos, and people don't believe it because they think it's like a thrill, you know? But yes, there was originally for a child or something to do with a girl here, with a female child. Like originally, maybe it was given to a child or was going to be for a child, or something to do with a child here. But it's actually a male spirit or a demonic spirit that's attached to it. It's more of like the energy. The doll is holding a curse energy. That it just has so much dark energy that when it like when you go against what the you know, like the orders of like don't touch it, you know, like, and you break those rules, it unleashes the curse to whoever's around. And people don't these people, paranormal investigators, they probably don't even believe in curses and all that stuff. So if, you know, and yeah, it actually is a real spirit. Okay, so let's find out what happened to Dan Rivera here. So what happened to Dan Rivera, the paranormal investigator? Did Annabelle unalive him? So what happened to Dan Rivera, the paranormal investigator that passed away on July 13th, I believe? Did Annabelle have anything to do with his partying, his being unalive? Okay, so Dan Rivera. Hopefully you guys can see the cards. Dan Rivera. Oh shit. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, a lot of cards flew out. Okay. So Dan Rivera, the paranormal investigator. Let me actually use these cards. I'm using the Rock and Roll Tarot. Okay. So Dan Rivera, the paranormal investigator. What happened to him? Did Annabelle unalive this paranormal investigator? Did Annabelle the doll unalive his paranormal investigator Dan Rivera? What happened? Dan Rivera. What happened to Dan Rivera, the paranormal investigator? Look at the first card that I got. So he leaves behind a wife here. And children. Okay, so Dan Rivera, what happened to him? Did the doll have anything to do with his unaliving? It's like he was given warnings already. He knew the warning. He knew what he could have get himself into, but it like back of his mind, he didn't believe it, and he kind of felt like it was like a thrill or something. Like, oh, you know, I'm gonna take a risk and nothing's gonna happen. I have protection and all this stuff, but okay, Dan Rivera. What caused his unaliving? The paranormal investigator Dan Rivera. He was already sick. He was already sick, you guys. He had some sort of illness, but it was like amplified with this doll. Like, what happens is if you mess with this kind of stuff, like dark ritual, you know, like dark forces like the doll, and you have issues, you have health issues, or any type of opening where these entities can attack, they will attack and they'll get you at your weak point. So he happened to be very low vibration because he was already very sick, or not very sick, but he did have some sort of health issues, and Let's see. What happened to Dan Rivera, the paranormal investigator? Did Annabelle have anything to do with this? Dan Rivera. What happened to Dan Rivera, the paranormal investigator? Was he unalived by Annabelle? Doll. Okay, so was Dan Rivera unalived by this Annabelle doll? Yes. You know, he passed away very quick. He almost didn't even know what the hell hit him. Yeah. Yeah, he did. You can't make this stuff up. Illness, the devil, and devastation. That's end card. Basically, he was a victim to this doll. And the thing is, it is a curse, okay? It was a curse. Yeah. I feel like somebody else is going to be, could be also unalived. Could be a total of 3 people, actually. The people that might be around him, something may happen to them. I keep seeing the number 3 for some reason. And I pray this doesn't happen. But he didn't listen to he did not listen to good advice, the spirit guides. He didn't listen. He did not listen, and he got the attack. You can't make this stuff up. Death. Okay. Let's see. Dan Rivera, the paranormal investigator. Did Annabelle have anything to do with his unaliving? Betrayal. Did Annabelle have anything to do with the unaliving of Dan Rivera? I mean, pretty much, yeah. I feel like there's at least 2 people that are gonna fall ill. There could be one more person that gets unalived or get sick or something, maybe in an accident, maybe they don't pass. But they need to be careful. Whoever is around this doll, they need to be very, very careful. But the thing is that they were going to be paid money, big money, or they were making a lot of money off this. And that's why they didn't listen. There could be a woman that goes next. I don't know if it's a man or woman, but they need to be careful around this doll, because I do feel like there could be accidents. It could be illnesses. It can be... See, these entities look for any way they can attack. So if your weakest point is your health, bam, they're going to go after that. If your weakest point is like, I don't know, if maybe you like to travel a lot by car and, you know, something like that, they may get you in an accident. You know, like if you always on the run, you know, always having to use your car for something. Or if you're, you know, wherever you have this, you know, they'll use something to try to get you. And in his case, he was already sick. Excuse me. He was already ill. So, to answer the question, yes, the doll did kill him, and he didn't listen. So, and he passed pretty quick. So he's still kind of like in limbo too. He's like, what happened, you know, like, but he didn't listen. He ignored everything that was being told. And at the end of the day, well, you know, people need to respect the rules. And, you know, the Warrens did warn everyone not to touch this thing. And, you know, that's what happens when you don't listen, right? Okay, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you in the next reading, okay? Take care. Bye.